A historic midnight parliament session brought into existence one of India's most anticipated tax reforms since independence. The Goods and Services Tax, or the GST, came with a promise to change the decade-old landscape of taxation in the country. The tax that was decades in the making was first proposed in the year 2000. It then took 17 years for it to come into existence and was welcomed as a good and simple tax that would usher the era of one nation, one tax. But 4 years later, have those promises been kept, is the big question. The GST has 1,216 items divided under 4 key tax slabs of 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. Additionally, there are zero-rated commodities and different rates for gold and semi-precious stones. 80% of goods and services fall under the 18 and 12% slabs, where the bulk of GST revenues come from. GST accounts for 35% of the centre's gross tax revenues and 44% of the revenue pool for states. Items like fuel and alcohol are still excluded from the GST. Before GST, each state had different forms and processes for taxpayers. GST brought in a uniform process of reducing the total number of forms to 12 from 495. The Finance Ministry says a total of 1,269 crore invoices have been uploaded, 19 crore payment transactions made, and returns worth 67.7 crores filed by 1.28 crore registered taxpayers in the past 4 years. But beyond the numbers, has GST simplified the lives of ordinary Indians? While GST has managed to ease the compliance burden, digitize the filing and return processes, and increase predictability for taxpayers, a whole host of issues remain pending. States that were to be compensated for the loss of revenues for 5 years often complain of being shortchanged and want an extension in compensation. Once a bipartisan platform, the GST Council has recently become the battleground for disagreements between the ruling and opposition parties. While revenues have been steadily increasing, they are nowhere close to what was expected, in part due to the economic slowdown followed by the pandemic. Different tax slabs and additional cesses to boost revenues means the dream of one nation, one tax is still far away. Despite these hurdles, GST has definitely eased a complex system to some degree. Like other landmark reforms, 4 years on, it is still work in progress. Bureau Report, ET Now.